It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. And we're joined in our studios this morning by Paige Berdomas, CRNP at IRMC Obstetrics and Gynecology. Our conversation this morning is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Paige, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you're a radio rookie, huh?
I am. I've never been on the radio before.
Oh, well, now you have, so you can cross that off the list. Hey, IRMC Gynecology, Obstetrics and Gynecology, it's a really important thing for women,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, it's really important to keep yourself healthy and get the care that you need. And, we have a really good team up there that we take really good care of our patients, and we like to serve the community. So
yeah. So let's talk about it as a general rule for ladies. When should they start visiting the gynecologist?
I would say probably late teens, or as soon as you become like sexually active, and or if you have any issues. We don't really serve the pediatric population, but late teens, early 20s, I'd say. I start like routine screening pap smears around 21. So
yeah, wow, that early.
Yep.
Wow, I hadn't realized that you start them that early in life.
Yep, that's ACOG guidelines, 21.
Yeah, and obviously there's a reason for that. They can pick up things that we wouldn't otherwise know.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a cervical cancer screening, so not a lot of people realize how prevalent the HPV virus is and all the high-risk strains of the virus that can cause cervical cancer. So it's really important to get screened. Yeah,
yeah. So how long in their life should a woman visit her gynecologist? There's no cutoff date.
No, there's no cutoff, no. You can have abnormal bleeding throughout the lifetime. If you have the HPV virus, you can get, uterine cancers, and you just want to get screened for all those different cancers and stuff. And at least see someone every year. Yeah. If not every 3 to 5 years. It just depends on the provider. I think everyone kind of has their own way of practicing at IRMC.
Yeah, but annual's not a bad idea.
Yes, definitely.
Annual's not a bad idea at all. Tell us about you. You actually, before you became a CRNP, you worked in the department there at IRMC as well.
Yes, I was a labor and delivery nurse for 4 years at IRMC, so, kind of a familiar face for a lot of our patients that are coming in as, repeat people having children, or just coming in for gynecological care.
Yeah, and it's not true that you use a catcher's mitt in that job.
I forgot it at home.
But what brought you to the field? What made you want to do that?
Well, whenever I was in nursing school, I just kind of really loved that area. I feel like whenever you're going through clinicals and everything, that's when you kind of find your niche, and that was mine. So
yeah, that was the one that most appealed to you. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. So at one point, though, you decided that you were going to become something a little bit more in terms of education and abilities, and so you decided to pursue your CRNP.
Yes, I actually always wanted to be in the medical field. Always wanted to be actually a doctor, and I ended up going to nursing school instead, and I really like nursing. There's more like holistic care, patient care. And then whenever I found out that you could go back to school to become a provider as a nurse, that's kind of how that kicked off, and I really love it. So
not an easy thing to pursue, though, is it?
No, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working as a nurse and going through school for nurse practitioner. It's a lot of work, a lot of clinical hours, a lot of time studying, that kind of stuff.
From where are you from?
I'm actually from Mundy's Corner.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, not very far. Mundy's Corner, Nanny Glow area.
You're a Blacklick Valley girl?
No, I went to Central Cambria.
Oh, you were a Central Cambria girl.
Yes.
There you go. And where'd you go to school?
I went to IUP for 4 years, so I've always kind of been hanging around the area here. And then for nurse practitioner school, I did an online program called Maryville University of St. Louis. They're based out of St. Louis, Missouri, and I did all of my clinical hours at local hospitals, local doctors' offices, and stuff.
Now, you mentioned a few moments ago the Pap smear, which is one test that women should have. What are some of the others that are generally routinely pursued by
We do mammograms. We order, bone density screenings, those kind of things throughout the lifetime. I mostly focus on. They have me seeing obstetrics patients mostly, but those are definitely two really important screenings in a woman's life.
Yeah, yeah. Now with obstetrics, when you obviously you have the background already, there are issues, of course, that throughout the course of a pregnancy, people need to be monitoring and mileposts that you're checking. Talk about that if you would.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we see patients from usually around like 8 to 10 weeks up until they deliver. We do all kinds of routine monitoring throughout, make sure the baby's growing okay, make sure mom's not having any problems arise, blood pressure and blood work, those kind of things. So it's really important that, people get to their visits and seek care throughout the pregnancy.
Should women be checking into or checking with their OBGYN before they get pregnant?
Yeah, absolutely. We do preconception counseling and, just to make sure everything's healthy. And like I said, with the pap smears, we do those, before pregnancy. And even whenever we have our new OB patients, we do paps on them whenever they come in just to make sure that there's nothing else that needs to be monitored.
Yeah. Now, at IRMC, I'm sure at different medical facilities it's set up in different ways. How is it set up at IRMC? You have an actual IRMC OBGYN office?
Yes, we do. Yes, it's actually attached to the hospital in the IASA building. Directly, you can even get to the hospital from there. So, yep, second floor.
And so people should obviously go ahead and make that appointment. You don't need a referral from your family care physician.
No, nope. Yeah. We have a really good OB team. We have an OB coordinator named Kelly. She's really awesome, and she does a really good job, as well as all of our secretaries and MAs and everybody in the office. Really, we just have a good system for our OB patients.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's, especially for those who are new to actually visiting an OBGYN, it's a very nerve-wracking time. Because, it's a very sensitive topic and a very sensitive part of your life. So that sort of care, it's really important to have people who are there and know what they're doing and can put you at ease.
Definitely. We really like to keep patients at ease. And, whenever I'm doing exams, I always make sure that I know or I talk through whatever I'm doing and make sure that they know exactly what's going to happen. And if I don't know the answer, then we have a great group of other people that I can find the answer for them.
And as a CRNP, what do you do now that is different from what you did previously?
Well, as a nurse, I worked up on labor and delivery, and, I took care of patients in their actual delivery. We monitor the babies and everything, make sure labor is going well, make sure that there's no issues. Right now, I'm kind of taking care of them before that part. So it's just kind of the same area, but before care.
Yeah. And obviously postpartum care is very, very important as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Postpartum appointments. I don't usually do the postpartum appointments. Usually the doctor that delivers the patients does those. But definitely important to follow up. That's the other stage of pregnancy is postpartum.
Yeah. When we think about OBGYN or any really medical discipline, and especially at IRMC, that whole team concept comes into play, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah. We love, working together as a team and, getting patients the care that they need.
Yeah. How many people are we talking about working in that department?
Well, we have a couple doctors. We have Dr. Mex, Dr. Myers, Dr. Hurdle, Dr. Lear, and Taylor, our PA, and then I work there, and then Dr. Nador.
Yeah. So you do have a good group of folks.
Yes, we have a really good group of passionate individuals.
Yeah. All right. So for ladies out there, young ladies, older ladies, ladies in the middle, that we should be visiting our OBGYN, and if they would like to, what should they do?
I'll get you our office number here, 724-427-7297. You can give our office a call, schedule an appointment. We have, like I said earlier, our OB coordinator, Kelly. She does all the new OB intake setups, and we work really closely as a team to get people established for their pregnancy.
Paige Berdomas, our guest here this morning on Indiana in the Morning. We have been talking about obstetrics and gynecology, and it's good to meet you.
Really good to meet you.
You did well, by the way, on the air.
Thank you.
What do you do? What do you do away from the office? Are there things that you like to have fun doing?
Don't laugh, but I chase storms across the country.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh,
That's
man,
what I do.
there's a whole nother segment. So you've been to the Midwest and chasing tornadoes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Like 10 times this year, probably.
Do you do that with somebody?
There's a large group of, like, a community of people that do it. So, I have a lot of friends in the community that do that.
So you saw Twister and you said to yourself, I want to do that. I want to be her. I want to be Helen Hunt.
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes, I love that movie. That's definitely one of the reasons that I started.
Oh, that's wonderful. I was tempted to say, and what else? But what else could there be once you do that?
Yeah, that takes up a lot of my time, that's for sure.
I mean, there are two thrilling aspects of your life, OBGYN and that.
I like the adrenaline rush.
Tell you what. Man, I did not expect that answer.
Hey, not many people do.
Well, are you chasing any storm? Because we're getting into the season now, aren't we?
Absolutely, yeah. There's actually a slight risk route for our area today by the NWS. So.
Oh, you get all excited about that.
I do.
Huh? You watch. And you plan your vacations around them, I'm sure.
Yep. Chase-cations, I call them.
Chase-cations. That's a beautiful thing. Well, be safe.
Thank you.
Okay, it's Paige Berdomas, CRNP, IRMC Gynecology, OB-GYN, actually, Obstetrics and Gynecology. And thanks so much for the visit. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com, 24 and a half after 8 o'clock. AccuWeather says not so much for Paige today. She's not going to get extra excited, but mostly cloudy showers, possible heavy thunderstorms, Paige. On the way to 83 degrees right now in downtown Indiana. Our temperature this morning, I think we hit the 70 mark a couple of moments ago. Now we're at 72. Coming up, we'll have the CBS Sports Minute with Boomer, and then Jake is here, and he's in the WCCS newsroom. Look at sports on the way as well. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.